lots of resources available, and right now I'm using this Skype application.
As you know, you speak very well. आप बहुत अच्छा बोलते हो, and you speak really well. And like before, you started 5 months ago. But yeah, for me it seems that you have started long back. But you told me that you have started only 5 months ago, and that according to 5 months you speak very well.
And you know, ma'am, earlier I also just had a desire to speak this language, but at that time also I didn't have such type of any environment also. And
Okay, okay. So, Pablo, I'm very glad to meet you today for the first time, right?
thank you, ma'am, for accepting me. And
Thank you.
good evening. How are you doing?
Yes, good evening. Yes, I'm good. How about you, Bablu?
I'm also doing great, and thank you for asking.
Okay, thank you. So, as we are meeting for the first time, so let me have your introduction, please.
Okay, of course. So thank you very much for giving me this golden opportunity to introduce myself. So this is Bablu Kisku. I was born and raised in Hooghly, West Bengal. And if I talk about my qualification, I have completed masters in English literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love to play cricket, football, and having conversation with different kinds of people. And by profession, I am a school teacher. Apart from that, I am running a YouTube channel where I upload English conversation related videos. So that's all about me, and thank you for asking.
Very nice, very nice. And so, would you like to know about me?
Yes, yes. Please, ma'am, introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Yes, Bablu. As you know, I'm Alka, connecting you from Lucknow, the capital of UP. And if you talk about my academics, then I'm postgraduate in English, like you, right? Yeah. And I have two sons. They both are married. And yeah, if you talk about my hobbies, then I love reading, listening to music. Yeah, these are my hobbies. But nowadays, my hobby is like connecting with different people and to have conversations daily. Yeah.
That
So yeah,
sounds great, ma'am. So,
thank you.
have you completed masters in English literature?
Yes, yes, yes. Quite long back, I would say, because
Okay.
yeah, because I'm a senior citizen, and you can guess how long would I have done it. I mean to say, I don't even remember the year when I had done my like post graduation. Yeah.
So you have
So, but
much more experience.
ask you
You
one
have
thing,
much.
like yeah. So you have also done your masters, okay?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah. So in your time, let me see what was the difference between the gap, nowadays and like my time. So about English literature, now we used to have 4 papers. And how about you? How many papers you had?
So, in my English literature, post graduation.
Uh,
Yes, yes. In my case also there are 4 papers.
four
I have
papers.
to I have to prepare for only four papers.
And like, how was your Viva? Because let me see, how was your Viva? You had Viva also?
Yes, sorry, ma'am.
After Viva, what the oral test in masters.
Okay,
You had
okay. No, no, I didn't have to any oral test.
okay. We had to give a Viva. Viva means oral test, right? But I would say about myself that I was not that good at speaking. I had a last paper, and that was of 100 marks, and it was a Viva. So, but that time, I couldn't speak well. So, anyhow, I passed. But yeah, that time I found difficulty in speaking.
Okay, okay. I can understand, ma'am.
So, Bablu, how's your journey going on? How you are practicing and all that?
Nowadays, my practice is going well because of lots of resources available, and right now I'm using this Skype application. But if I talk about my speaking journey, I just started English speaking journey for about 5 months ago. And earlier times also, I didn't focus too much on speaking and listening part. And and earlier also I just used to focus mainly on grammar, reading, writing. So in those portion I am very good. But in terms of speaking, I am not so much able to express myself in a proper way, in a spontaneous way. So
Right.
that's why I just thought that I should work on my speaking skill so that I can teach my students in a better way. And apart from that, I am blessed with a son. I want to give him proper English speaking environment.
Yeah,
So
that's
these are
so
the
nice.
reasons for learning this
Yeah,
language.
that is very good. As you know, you speak very well. आप बहुत अच्छा बोलते हो and you speak really well. And like before, like you started 5 months ago. But yeah, for me it seems that you have started long back. But you told me that you have started only 5 months ago, and that according to 5 months you speak very well.
And you know, ma'am, earlier I also just had a desire to speak this language, but at that time also I didn't have such type of any environment also, and at that time also I didn't know too much about the importance of English language. But
Right.
I had some kind of desire in me to learn this language by anyhow. But times goes on, and after some years later, I just started my learning this language.
Yeah,
So now I'm always keep on practicing every single day because lots of learners are in this Skype application. I just take 2 or 3 sessions every day for my speaking purposes.
yeah, yeah. This
And
Skype
earlier also underconfident in my at the initial stage, I was just fumble a lot and hesitate a lot, and I was underconfident at those in those times also. But right now, days after few months after nowadays, I can say that I am much more confident. I can easily speak to anyone. I can you can understand. I can easily face anyone.
Yeah, that's great. Very nice. Then how did you learn? Like you had conversation, and apart from conversation, what did you do? Like you listened to some conversational videos, or what you did? Solo practice. So there are many
Okay,
things.
so yes, I'm just
You,
telling you about this. So apart from having conversation, I just used to listen a lot. I just consume most of the. What about the other learners? Just they are saying in their video. I just try to consume and I just try to grab those sentences. And I just listened a lot. Used to listen a lot for about 5 months and also simultaneously I try to speak. I try to speak to myself also. Solo practice. I try to in front of mirror and I used to take the shadowing technique also. Whatever the other any good learner, any advanced speakers just trying to deliver their thought, I am just trying to imitate them. By this way, I'm just improving myself.
very nice. So do you watch English movies?
To be honest, I didn't watch any English movies, and still now I watch any English movies. But what I watch, I just English conversation videos most of the times, and apart from that, I just earlier times also I used to watch English cartoons because I love watching cartoons also, and most of the times the English cartoons is very helpful for the beginners also because we
Yes,
can easily understand what are the languages are used there. We can easily understand. We don't we are not be bored at that time
right,
while
right.
at the time of watching.
So you told me you teach, na? You teach students.
Yes, I teach in
So
a
are you in a school?
sorry.
Do you teach in a school?
Yes, I teach in a school, government high school.
So which classes you teach?
I teach classes from 5 to class 10.
Oh, English, only English?
No, truly, honestly speaking, that I don't teach in a thoroughly in English because the I teach in a Bengali medium school, and
Okay.
but I try my level best to teach them in English. But what happens that in my school also most of the students come from not from any English speaking background also. But when what happens that when I start teaching to them, my students, the students also keep on saying that please sir, tell me in Bengali, because Bengali is their native language, so can they
Yes.
easily understand. But I try to teach them in bilingual method, somewhat in Bengali and somewhat in English, because
Oh,
our motto is to make them understand. Okay, so
right.
that's why I try to teach them in English, in Bengali and somewhat in English.
Okay. So when did you start your channel?
I just started my YouTube channel for about 1 month ago, and
Okay.
after since then I have been trying to grow my channel, try to
Okay. You
upload.
are okay. So recently you have created your channel. Like
Yes,
five
yes,
months back, you practiced your English, and after that you created your channel.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so
Because
even I did the same thing. First, I
yes,
started speaking and all that. When I thought, yeah, now I can, I can create my channel. So after that, so for I would say for 4 months, I practiced speaking, and after that, I created my channel. Yeah, so
yes,
it's
yes,
been only 2 months. 2 months back, I had created. Yes,
yes, yes.
and so
I
you.
just I just started my channel. There are two reasons. I First reason is that I want to record my own improvement, how
Okay.
much I just improve myself by speaking. This is the main one reason, and another reason is that I want to help all the learners also, those who are trying to learn this language at the first for the very first time. So I just upload my own videos, conversational videos. By this way, they will get to learn something new, that how should we converse with each other. So by this way, I trying to kill two birds with one stone. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, very nice. So, like you are practicing on the Skype, and apart from Skype, have you joined any other app, any other application?
Apart from using Skype app, earlier I just used to use only. Also, there are lots of application, Hybro application. One is the S Fluency. Uh, I just remember these two application. This application I used to use earlier time, but in comparison to Skype, those applications are not so much good, because
Yeah,
we can
okay.
easily handle. Yes, we can
Yeah,
easily
that's why.
handle, and we can easily interact with most of the co-learners on video mode.
Right,
Okay.
right. So, yeah, that's the reason I asked you, because even I wanted to join, but I don't have time actually. I don't have time to join all these things. But I asked you if it's worth joining, then I can join. Then you told me that Skype is better than all other things, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it's better to practice over here.
And I have been in this Skype application for about 20 maybe or 25 days. Not so much. I have been in this Skype application because I didn't have any idea about this Skype application and how to install and how to create an account there. So after learning from this YouTube videos, so lots of videos I watched at the initial time also. After watching, I got to learn this Skype application, and then I just installed and created an account. And since then, I
Oh,
have been on active on this
but
Skype
you
application.
can, yeah. So as you speak very well, so I can suggest you that you can teach English also online, or at home you can take tuitions also. Like you can if you wish to. Why don't you teach?
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words also. I have a dream also. Before that, I want to improve myself a lot. I want to
Yeah,
improve
yeah,
my communication skill also, because
yeah.
in my perspective, that I have something lack. I lack some communication skill, but I'm trying my level best to improve this skill also. I know that I will improve, but day by day I'm also improving. I have a
Yeah,
dream. I have a dream to teach some students in online, maybe or offline. I have a
yes,
dream.
yes.
Definitely, I'll try to help most of the learners also.
Yeah, because you're practicing hard, na? So that's why I
Yes,
told
yes.
you. So what are your like future plans? In future, you want to teach students in a good school, or you must be planning something, for the future. So
Yes,
what are you?
if I talk about my future plan, so definitely I'll try to teach most of the learners, most of the students, maybe in online or offline mode also. And also apart from that, as I'm a teacher, it's my bounden duty to make my students understand in a better way also, and also try to teach them in proper way in English also, thoroughly in English. And
Right.
also these are the reasons, these are the also my dreams also. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens. I'll try my level best to
Yeah.
achieve my goal.
So what do you think? Like grammar is necessary to learn English? Is it
Yes,
necessary?
in my perspective, the basic grammar is required at the
Yeah.
initial
Basic,
stage because
basic.
English is not our mother tongue; it's our second language.
Right.
So
Right.
that's why basic grammar maybe there basic grammar means parts of speech, tenses is very essential, and of course modals, voice, and conditional sentence. These are the basic grammars is very necessary at the initial stage for learning this language, but
Yes.
we
Yes.
should not go too much deep into the grammar.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Very nice. Yes. You are very good. So you told me that you need not go deep into the grammar, because you know what happens. Somebody is only running after grammar. Then the person is not able to practice with his spoken English. Because he's
Yes.
so much involved with the grammar. Then his practice and all this English conversation, it goes on losing. So it's better to know a little bit of grammar, and. But the best thing is to go on speaking every day, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I had a misconception that I earlier time for the I earlier time also I used to focus mainly on grammar. I thought that if I will be very good at grammar, I'll definitely speak very well. But this was my misconception.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so I just neglected my speaking part. But somehow I just understood that the importance of speaking and listening they are most important parts for learning this language, because there
Yeah.
are only four parts of they are called LSRW: listening, speaking, reading, writing. So
Right.
that's how I'm just keep on practicing.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So, do you want to ask me anything?
So ma'am, you are also speaking very well also. So how did you learn? How did you learn, or how did you start this speaking journey? And in future, what do you want to do? Please tell me something.
I started my journey 7 to 8 months back. In February. In February, I had started, and yeah, that time I was not that good as I seem to be now, because when I joined this Skype, I would say, so I was not that able to speak. And for what reason you are asking me? For what reason I have joined here? There's no specific reason of mine. Just to pass out my time. Okay. And to interact with all the people. So I'm very social. So I'm very social kind of a person. So I love to interact with different people and talk to them and to know about them, their places and their habits and their food habits and all that. Just for this reason I have joined. To I like to meet the people. So that's the reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah, I have like in the daytime there's nothing for me to do, because after my lunch, I don't want to sleep and have rest. So I never take rest in the daytime. So I sit here only and for conversation. And today you are the first one to whom I'm speaking at like 7:45 it is. So I never take conversation in the evening time. No. After 6 I don't have any conversation. Only from 3 to 6 I have. But actually I was running short of some videos. So that's why I thought of connecting you. That's the reason. Only for that reason.
Fortunate person, I would say.
Yeah. First time I'm talking to somebody like in the evening time. Yes. Okay, Bablu, you talk very well and have a good time and yet try to work more. And one day I want to see you as a good teacher in some school because you're also working very hard, you know. So
I'm
that's
trying my level best. Thank you for your appreciation.
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am,
then
it was
bye,
very nice
Bablu.
conversation. Okay, thank you very